reading for you about some player that you've encountered. And I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you're already kind of over it. You saw some not so great tendencies or behavior from this person and felt like it was probably in your best interest to just keep it moving. You've got some good intuition or discernment. And I think it's bothering this individual that you were not the type to get caught up on them. And they're over here like wondering how you did it. Like, why is it that I can move on from other people so easily? And then I encounter you and I can't, but you're fine. You don't seem to be thinking about me at all. So they feel like the roles have been reversed. They're used to getting people obsessed with them, but now they're getting a little bit of a taste of their own medicine, it would appear. Now they're obsessed with you and you've already moved on or you're not interested. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. Along with the email address, you can also find a link within the description box to help you find out how to get more content as a member, as well as how to find out my Etsy shop if you're interested in a homemade soy candle. And hello, Dracula. What's up? It's 2 for 1 morning. Let's start with the Wild Reflections Tarot and see what else we get about this player. What else do we have? And now I'm hearing fooled around and fell in love. Oh no. And we got the 2 of Cups. My. 9 of Wands in the reverse and the Fool. You take a different approach to love. I think this player has encountered a lot of people, and let's keep in mind a player doesn't have to be a specific gender, okay? So take it how it resonates. But this is someone who was non committal, and they're quite used to playing mind games and getting people obsessed with them and then acting like they didn't do anything. But you have a different approach. You were not trying to get this person into a relationship. In fact, you were probably quicker to end things than anybody this person's dealt with. So, with the 9 of Wands in the reverse, they felt like they didn't even get the chance to put up the barrier or ghost you because you'd already made the decision that this wasn't going to work out. And they're over here like, but I'm supposed to be the one who ends things. And also, I like you. Don't you like me? They've become the kind of insecure, obsessive type when they're used to creating that energy in others. So, yeah, a little bit like a taste of their own medicine, except for I don't think your intention was to put them in this space. I think you just recognized that they weren't serious about a relationship and didn't want to waste your time. Hello, Redbeard. How you doing? Hello, Guitarist. How's your day? Thank you, Redbeard. I also have I need to put some more t-shirt designs out, and I've got one of my favorite ones coming to me soon. It says Carmen believes in me, and it has like a little alien emoji. So I'll be very excited to wear it for you guys. But beyond that, yes, do check out the candles. I have some new essential oils arriving this week, so I'm going to make some new scents for you guys. Thank you for those comments that you left, if you did, on what I should consider for the new scent. Justice, Queen of Swords in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You served up a giant dose of karma to this player. They don't get it. It's like, it's not clocking for them. It's so very clearly exactly how they leave other people feeling, and they're like dazed and confused right now. They're like, what is this feeling? Why do I like always think about one person? It's so weird. I don't understand. They are still trying to basically accept that they've fallen in love because they don't know what that looks like. Thank you, Lee. I hope your day is going well. I've got that added for you. Hello, Rick. How are you doing? What else? Emperor in the reverse. And the Three of Pentacles. So this is someone who has a group of friends that tends to act the same way in terms of being non-committal. And their friends are confused because this person has not returned to the dating pool or the meat market in a while, and it's confusing their friends, right? Like, hey, you know, I know a couple people who would really like to just like hop on. I know a couple people who would really like to get naked with you. Why are you over there playing with your Legos? Why are you over there reading a romance novel? Why are you over there stalking that other person's social media? Their behavior has changed. They've turned into a little bit of a sap. And I'm sorry if I use a word that offends anyone when I'm talking about players, but players only love you when they're playing. So I don't really feel bad. Oh, you're so welcome, Lee. And I'm sending protective energy to the two of you. I certainly do care about you a lot. And I want to see there be some calmness that she can, I guess, like kind of benefit from, right? Hello, Kaiser. How are you doing? I certainly am. Feel free. I do probably have a cutoff at 8:05, 8:10, maybe 8:15. But I should have time after the general reading for that. It is important to conserve the right energy, but this Emperor in the reverse is someone who's lost control after they've been the type to control the direction of an engagement or what was it? What did Jada Smith call it? Entanglement? I can't remember. Or was that Gwyneth Paltrow that said some weird... Anyways, who cares? This is someone who's not acting like a player anymore, and their player friends are like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Why aren't you like curating your roster right now? Don't you know there's tons of people who would really like to be naked with you? Knight of Wands in the reverse. Why are you getting all caught up in your feelings? Let them go. You don't need feelings. Yes, actually, you do. Eight of Swords in the reverse. They're being shown how they treat others. They're being shown how silly it is that they still act this way, even though they're like a grown adult and stuff. That it's time to not treat people like things. Three of Cups and the Page of Cups in the reverse. They feel like they don't belong in that group of friends anymore. They feel like the way they used to approach dating was not fair or disrespectful. They are learning a lesson because they encountered you. And it's not because you're over here cracking some whip. Maybe you did. I don't think you did. It's more so that they have actual feelings for you, but you saw them for what they were. Someone who didn't really want to commit. And it's caused them to finally look at themselves in the mirror. Self-awareness and self-monitoring are like two of the sexiest attributes you could sign yourself up for. If you know yourself, if you know what you need to work on, and I would also argue if you know what you do well. That is like power, okay? That is someone who's empowered to make their life what they want. This is someone who was just kind of going through life thinking that the notches in the headboard were what really mattered. Knight of Swords in the reverse, Strength in the reverse, and the King of Wands. Ooh. So now like they're considering how they've actually approached people and admitting they've been impulsive, they gave into temptation, and they probably missed out on some really meaningful connections because all they wanted was that like good time, not a long time, right? So this King of Wands is actually doing some self-reflection because they encountered you. This person could have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in their chart because the Emperor in the reverse was clarified by Strength and in the reverse, and the King of Wands. Heavy on the fire energy, but that also is passion, right? So this could be someone who was much more comfortable with physical intimacy, but emotional intimacy, I'm scared, I don't want it. You can't make me. Hello, Boo, what's up? Hello, Melissa. Hello, Ernest. Ernest, are we in a bad mood? Why are we saying blah? Blah, blah, blah. This makes me think of Rihanna. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Mordecai. Hello, Jamike. How are we doing? I don't think it's random. It's a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everyone. But I would not say that it's random. What do we need now? I think we go with the Blood Moon Tarot. Well, I hope it improves and gets to a much better situation. Hello, Black Sheep. That name doesn't cause offense. It's just making sure that we don't judge others if they have differing beliefs, okay? My live chat is a place of tolerance, so you're welcome to talk about that. I do have a cross made from the pews of my grandparents' church, which sadly was taken down. But I just don't like the fire and brimstone and judging other people. Brimstone. What would a brimstone be? Brimstoma? Okay, let's see what we got. The Star in the reverse, Page of Songs or Page of Cups, and the Knight of Dreams or the Knight of Swords. So we have someone in isolation, someone who's feeling longing and a craving for you, when previously those cravings were really just like agnostic to who it was, right? Man, it would really be great to get laid tonight. We'll go with Pat. Okay. What? And Chris. Now this is someone who can only imagine that closeness with you. So we have a little bit of like a naive or innocent energy here. Sorry, I had to kind of cover up the star card because there's an areola in there, okay? We have this realization happening. Oh no, did I fall in love? Oh God, what do I do? I can't stop thinking about this person. I don't want anything to do with any of these other people. Oh Lord. Oh no. Is there medication for this? What do I need? Like cough syrup? I don't know. How do I deal with this? Maybe I need to watch Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Maybe they'll explain it to me. They're freaking out a little bit. They don't feel like they can talk to their friends because their friends were really just other lost people that made the same decisions. And they don't want to continue to live the player lifestyle. And they're finding it more and more difficult to explain why they're not out here acting like a garden tool, why they're heartbroken, right? Did I say hello to Melissa? Hello, Melissa. Guitarist, I tried to use, whoa. Oh, it's because the third one got lit. I have 3 wicks and I only lit 2, and I didn't know why it got so much brighter. The fan lit the third wick. Okay. I try to use, if I'm choosing a random name like that, I try to choose one that could go for either gender. Because, Pat, Chris, I know people of, females with that name, males with that name. So that's why I chose it. Okay, I can't show you that card well, here, I can show it this way. Page of Dreams, or the Page of Swords. This is somebody realizing, oh no, I fell in love. And the funny thing is, I think that might be a caterpillar. So we have someone who was stuck in an immature, it's like, yeah, maybe I'm 29, but I still act like I'm 19, Maybe I am, uh, you know, surrounded by friends who are having children, but I'm still out here trying to like go clubbing, right? Seven of Songs, Seven of Cups. I realize now that I was kind of delusional, that I was thinking I was protecting myself by not getting into any kind of romantic, like actually emotional connection. But really, what I was doing was preventing myself from experiencing a real connection. I'm trying to figure out how to say this thing. I think you have taught this person that they don't want to have physical intimacy without emotional intimacy. That doesn't mean that you for sure had physical intimacy with this person, but I do think it means that they're starting to realize what people mean when they say that physical intimacy is so much better when you actually care about that person. They don't really want that promiscuous lifestyle anymore. They're seeing that it wasn't, the, what do I say? It's not something to be sought after, right? That they're not as cool as they thought they were. Empress in the reverse, King of Dreams, or the King of Swords in the reverse, and the Three of Dreams, or Three of Swords in the reverse. They lied to themselves when they tried to convince themselves that they didn't need love or that they didn't want an emotional connection and that all they really wanted was to be super independent and not actually care if someone fell in love with them. And you come along and now all of a sudden they're like, I want to be in love. I want a relationship because you interacted differently. You didn't, chase this person, I think would be the easiest way to say it. And it's shown them what they really want. Oh, Ernest, it is not exclusive to the younger generations. It is not exclusive to the younger generations. I can appreciate that there is perhaps a more common occurrence, right, among that age group, but you can be, you're only young once, but you can be immature your whole life. Lamar, what are you trying to ask here? Because that seems a little bit weird. Are you trying to hit on a ghost in your house? Hello, Joy. How are you doing? We've got the Hierophant and Death. Well, yeah, that's totally fair. But Ernest, I would also let you know that I think fairly recently I read an article about the most common age group as far as contracting physical intimacy diseases was in the retirement age. We got to keep in mind that there is player energy at any age. We have the Hierophant and Death, indicating that somebody is starting to see emotional intimacy differently. They used to look at it as, oh, you're a chump. You're like whipped by your person. That's ridiculous. Why would you want that? Why would you want to like be responsible for their feelings, or why would you want to be in a married connection? Ugh. Now they're looking at it and they're realizing there's no depth to the connections that they had previously. And with you, they actually felt alive. They felt understood. And that's not something you can get from a 3-hour date, right? I don't think. If it's, surrounding the physical intimacy. Hello, One Star Rising. How are you doing? I like that. We got Temperance and the Four of Skins, or Four of Wands. They see you as an earth angel. They see you as the perfect match to what they really want. They want this long-term commitment now, and they never wanted that with anyone. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be some jealous people who wanted and did chase this person, this player, wanted a long-term relationship with them, weren't able to get it. And when it becomes obvious that this King of Wands is head over heels in love with you, there are going to be people who are like, what love spell did you use? What did you do? Teach me your ways, please. I'll teach you how to Dougie, but you got to teach me how to make people like this fall in love. Number one, don't ever show disrespect to yourself by chasing someone who doesn't want you or doesn't want to treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Show yourself the respect you deserve by walking away from people who don't give you the time of day or the attention that you deserve. That's what this person did. They were like, oh, you ain't serious? Cool, me either. Deuces. I'll go somewhere else then. Chasing someone who doesn't want to be in a relationship is just disrespect towards yourself. Ace of Honey or Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is that codependent energy. You won't give me that relationship, so I'm going to chase you. I'm going to do whatever you say, and maybe then you'll give me what I want. Nope. Because you already taught them that they can get what they want without doing what you want. But whoever I'm reading for, the person who walked away, you didn't do that. You walked away because you could tell this person was not going to offer the connection that you were looking for. And that's what has completely changed this person's opinion and gotten them into a different state of mind. Let's see. We're going to go with the situations deck. What else? Crickets, silence, non-action, negotiator, bargaining, begging. So when they ghost me, I hit them up with, oh my gosh, what can I do? Please, please. I just want to see you again. Why won't you let me be a part of your inner circle? Why won't you let me get to know you? That begging was a turnoff, and it's probably a turnoff for a lot of people, right? For the King of Wands, they would leave people, and then you show them that you're not going to beg, you're not going to chase, and now they're like obsessed with you. So they want to talk to you. They want to understand why they feel this way. They want to understand why they miss you so much. They don't want to see other people. They just want to see you. But they also know that there's no way they can just say, hey, so it's been a little while and I keep thinking about you. So I've decided to hang up my player hat. Yeah, I'm not going to be a player anymore. I deleted all the apps, and I'm in love with you. So can we be in a relationship now? They know that's not going to work. right? How do I demonstrate to somebody that I am not out here with a roster anymore? How do I demonstrate to this person that they taught me how to love? I don't know. I don't know how to prove that. Hello, See the Gray. How are you doing? Hello, Aveda. How's your day? Yeah, it's a repeating cycle. It makes me think of the John Hamm character in Bridesmaids, right? And Kristen Wiig's character was like, "Oh my gosh, I just please can we hang out?" Do not be desperate, especially for someone who doesn't know how to offer something real. That's what happened here. Is someone was like, "No, no, no, you got me. Like you think I would take that? That's not good enough. Bye. Have a good life." And this King of Wands was like, "What? What do you mean? You're not gonna chase me? But I actually did want more time with you, and they're used to shutting things down early so that people get to a point where they want to really take a risk and chase them. But instead, you looked at it as no, 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 no. That's a waste of my time. I'm not here to teach you how to be like respectful towards other people. I'm not here to teach you what love actually offers since you're just getting high off the physical intimacy, right? So now they're obsessed with you. There's been a little bit of passage of time, and they're wondering what they could potentially do to convince you that they're not the same person, to convince you that they do want something real, something serious. What do we want? We're going to go with the Spellcaster's Tarot. Hello, Dino. How are you doing? What else do we have? Why do I think they're obsessed? Fascinated watching you. They want to know what's going on. Did you meet somebody else? Or did you just determine that they weren't good enough? I need to know if you are a hoe. We got Ace of Cups in the reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles with Judgment in the reverse. Dang. So this is one of those things where they declined to believe or they denied, right? They were in denial that they had actual feelings or that they were in love. And now that they've missed you, now that things are starting to get a little bit more real, now they're realizing they made a mistake when they did not take you seriously. They made a mistake by treating you like they treat everybody else. You are not a dime a dozen. You are a dime, though. You know what I mean? They're like, oh no, what do I do? It's making me think of, because I just watched Grumpy Old Men. It's making me think of the scene where Walter Matthau's character, I think his name is Goldman, is taking Anne Margaret to fish. And I'm not giving you a spoiler because this movie is like literally like 35 years old or something. This hot to trot redhead is getting all the old dudes in this town obsessed with her, and she goes ice fishing with Goldman and captures the biggest fish he's ever caught and hugs it for a little bit and then releases it. It's such a great scene. And he's like, ah! Like, I really like want you and stuff, but I can't believe you would do that. I take fishing very seriously, right? But she taught those men something about love, about authenticity. And we've got somebody here who's realizing what I thought I wanted is not good enough anymore. I don't want just like, a rotating roster and people that you know, think they want me, but they really just want to like capture me. I want that real connection. Hey, Marcus. Thank you for the tip. How are you doing today? How's the baby? You're so sweet. Thank you. All right, so we got 4 people's questions being addressed because Marcus is awesome. So the first 4 people to say thank you, Marcus, and then include a question. I will do your question for you. Just keep in mind, I am getting close to when I need to end the reading. So if I need to carry over a couple of those to the next live stream, I will. All right, so we got See the Gray. Oh, that's very sweet. I'm so glad to hear that, Marcus. Sending you, what should I send you as far as energy? Protective energy, but also like sleeping energy for everyone, right? All right, and then we got Kaiser and Shayla. Shayla's got the question too. Will he contact me soon? Hello, Misty. How are you doing? Hello, Mahak. How are you doing? You are too. I'm so happy for you all. So we've got the King of Cups followed by the 8 of Wands in the reverse. They don't know how to communicate this. They're real nervous about it. And then we got Joy as the 4th one. Thanks, you guys. That'll be all 4 of them. So I still need to know what the questions are for See the Gray and Kaiser and Joy. Unless you just want me to pull some cards and you don't have a specific question, of course, that is fine as well. Hello, Aveda. We just had Marcus donate 4, but I'm afraid all 4 of those have been taken up. Redbeard says Grumpier Old Men might be the best sequel. You know what? I think I might have to watch it soon. I haven't seen that in a while, but I actually own Grumpy Old Men. You know what's funny? I opened the Grumpy Old Men like DVD case, and I actually had Grumpy Old Men in there with the Simpsons movie. So now I'm gonna have to watch the Simpsons movie too, I think. We've got Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Swords in the reverse, and Justice. They're trying to figure out this King of Wands, again, does not have to be a man. They're trying to figure out, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to make this better? What do I do now for Joy? What's Erica's current thoughts and feelings? Sounds good. And intentions? Ooh, I don't have room. And then See the Gray. Sounds good. Thank you. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Hello, Lemonade. How are you doing? All right, so we're gonna finish up the general reading here real quick and then start on those personal questions. So we've got Lovers in the reverse and the 3 of Cups. This person's gonna come through with a conversation. They don't want it to be text. They want it to be in person, or they want it to be by phone, depending on your situation. But they feel like they need to actually confess their feelings. They know there's a risk that they'll get rejected. They know that there's a risk that you'll see them as a player and someone who won't ever change their ways. But they're hoping that they can demonstrate that they have changed and that it's because of meeting you. Avita, I've got to kind of limit my time this morning. I can't really add free questions at this point because I do have to make sure that I'm off in like 10 minutes. Otherwise, I will be back again later. I have not done, don't think I've done a freebie today. But I also have to eat some food. All right, so we've got Lee and then See the Gray, Kaiser, and then Shayla, and then Joy. Thank you, Marcus. And if you all are able to send some healthy energy towards Marcus, his wife, and the new baby, I very much so appreciate it. So what do we have for Lee, please? What do we have for Lee? Judgment in the reverse, 5 of Potions or 5 of Cups in the reverse, 5 of Lightning or the 5 of Swords in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse, and the 6 of Wands. I see you not leaving anything on the table or money on the table, I think is the expression. You're like going back to a conversation and clarifying something, and it makes all the difference in the world. It could be, hey, I just wanted to talk to you about our conversation. I feel like I lost, composure there for a second, and I apologize. Or, hey, I've had to put some thought into what I discussed with you the other day, and I feel like the right decision would be X, Y, and Z. But I see there being something that was left unsaid being addressed. Like, hey, I just really need to make sure that this is spoken, or I need to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from. And because of you following up on this conversation, you end up seeing a different outcome. It improves the way things move going forward or how somebody acts. 3 of Pumpkins or 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, 10 of Pumpkins, 4 of Pumpkins, and the 3 of Candles. Yeah. So this is confirmation that you need to follow up on a conversation. There's something else, a question or a comment that you need to make that was like withheld or you didn't speak it up or speak up in that moment. When you do, things get aligned back the way that they need to be. So if you have this like feeling that you need to like find a way to communicate, yes, you do, and it's going to be very helpful. All right, let's see what we've got for See the Gray. That's pretty early, Rachel. Well, that seems like a good plan there, See the Gray. Aw, y'all are so sweet. Yes, I think that's a good chance that that's what it is, Lee. What do we have for See the Gray, please? 6 of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Chariot in the reverse, and the 7 of Wands. So See the Gray, I see you being patient and holding back. It's like runners waiting for the gun to go off so that they can take off, right? And try to win the race. I see you being patient and waiting for the right moment to have a conversation. And that's going to serve you well. Because with the 6 of Cups in the reverse, there's someone here who has been repeating bad behavior or immature behavior or has fallen back into old ways. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, 8 of Swords in the reverse, and the Devil in the reverse. The World and the Fool in the reverse. Your choosing the right moment is critical, and you know that, and I feel like it's coming up soon. You're going to have a conversation with somebody, and they're going to believe you. They're going to see what your point is. So if it's a friend who started smoking again, or a coworker who's not doing their work on time, or a partner of yours who's not been honest with you about something. I see you picking the right time to have this conversation and saying, like, I feel like you do really want this to work out. I feel like you want to be able to call it on this issue or this problem. So, what can I do to help? How can I reinforce your decision? How can I be a support for you as you go through this process or this change? Because they do want to make this change. It could be somebody who's, given up drinking. But the timing is crucial. And I do see you picking the right time when you have this conversation with them. So have confidence in your discernment on picking that right time. All right, let's see what we have for Kaiser. This is the Egyptian Tarot. What are Erica's current feelings towards Kaiser, please? Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Two of Wands. Overwhelmed by a sense of making the wrong decision when it comes to you? Is this feeling like Kaiser is a mistake? Why do I feel like this is someone trying to blame you when they need to take some responsibility? So is this shirking accountability here? Yes. So I feel like we have someone who's trying to blame you when they had a hand in whatever has happened. I don't want to take full accountability. I was stressed. Obviously Kaiser could have handled this better. There's a psychological pattern where a lot of humans will blame circumstances when they've done something wrong, but when other people do that same thing, they make it about their personality. Such as on the road, if someone cuts you off, you're like, they're a bad driver. But if you cut someone off, it's because you're in a hurry, right? It's situational. This is looking like that to me. Like, I'm blaming you, Kaiser, for the problem, even though I had a hand in it. But the thing that I did was really just because I was having a bad day. So it doesn't seem very fair, does it? And what about thoughts on the connection? Lovers in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Depression, emotional frustration, feeling like I can't make the choice that I want to make. But I also feel like there's this tendency to avoid accountability. What are the intentions from Erica towards Kaiser, please? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Well, that's like a mixed bag. I feel like this is just an obstacle, but why can't we fix things? Well, because there's only accountability for your side. This is something that needs to happen for both people, right? So it's like I expect you to apologize, but I'm not going to apologize for what I contributed to the situation. So it's like I'm only willing to give so much. Like maybe I'll be the person to call you first, but you have to be the one to apologize. I don't really like this. I do feel like there is some missing healing element here in order to get to this Two of Cups. So timing is really crucial here, Kaiser. You need to use your intuition and your discernment to make sure you're not jumping back into anything with this person or letting go of an argument when there hasn't been an attempt to actually resolve what happened. All right. Let's see what we've got for Shayla. This is the Tarot de la Nuit. Will he contact Shayla soon? Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse, Four of Swords in the reverse. No, because this is somebody who's still not wanting to see what happened for, like, I'm seeing things as an illusion. I don't want to be honest about what I did to make things work. I think similar to the previous reading, we have someone who's not taking accountability. So is this somebody who's working on their healing? Yes, but reservedly so. I'll do a little bit of work on my healing and then I'll take a week off. I'll do a little bit of work on my healing and then I'll take a week off. This is slow moving energy. And with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, I see the biggest issue here being how this person views themselves. The old adage that you can't love someone else unless you love yourself is true with this person. There's insecurity or a lack of confidence that has stemmed from how I feel like how they were raised, childhood issues, and they ignore them. He needs to look at what's really been bothering him and his ability to connect in an emotional way with others. So that's what's standing in the way, but it's a pretty big obstacle. Three of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who likes that external validation or gratification, but isn't allowing that deeper connection to really take hold. And it's because of that confidence issue. Shayla, I wish you luck with that. And I also wish healing for your person. And Joy, we've got, what do I do now? No problem, Kaiser. I hope you have a great rest of your day. You're welcome, Shayla. Remember, you deserve to be treated really well by a person that you're in a relationship with, or even just respected, right? Let me make sure I got Priyanka's question. Rahul, current feeling plus intention. Awesome. I've got that for you, Priyanka. So what is it that Joy needs to do right now, please? We got the King of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Lovers in the reverse, Seven of Cups in the reverse, and the Fool. Honestly, this looks to me like you are putting up your defenses. Maybe you need to block someone. Maybe you just need to be okay with not communicating with somebody. But I see there being a protective energy around you. And like acceptance of a situation. Rejection is protection comes to mind. And it feels to me like, I just can't show you this card. It feels to me like you're seeing someone for who they really are. They might have been wearing a mask, but now you see that they're not that great. So I see you moving forward after letting go of a situation. This could even be an ex from, like a year or two ago. But I see you letting go of this person and being open to something different, or even just having some solitude for yourself. This could even be about a job situation, but there's acceptance here. This isn't what's going on. I'm not going to let this impact how I view myself. I know I can find what I want elsewhere. This isn't the end for me, right? And because of that, I see you gaining insight where previously you were wearing blinders. So you go from the Hermit in the reverse to the Empress. You're giving yourself a reality check and saying, actually, this ain't so bad. I know what I want to do. So new beginnings, and I feel like in multiple areas in your life, but it starts with the acceptance, right? Hello, Pearl. I probably have to call quits on the personals right now because I got to hop off soon. We've got Priyanka left. Let's dive in with the Shadowscapes Tarot. But Pearl, I will be back probably in an hour and a half or so. All right, let's see what we've got for Priyanka. What are the current feelings from Rahul towards Priyanka, please? What are the current feelings towards Priyanka from Rahul, please? Hello, Darnell. Hello, spiritual healer. We've got the Sun, the Four of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. There's instability that someone's finally understanding, and it's bringing some sort of like, I'm coming back around to this. But like, I didn't want it to end. So I don't know if there's been an argument or something caused a little bit of a delay or frustration between the two of you, but this seems to be recovery after that. There's romantic feelings or daydreams, hopefulness, and also I feel quite a lot of passion or physical attraction. And what are the intentions from Rahul towards Priyanka, please? Three of Cups, to see you. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this is, I don't want to talk to other people. I want to focus on Priyanka. But is Priyanka focused on me? So I think there's a desire to have a conversation about whether or not y'all are exclusive or whether or not you have other things going on, right? But we also have the Queen of Cups. I feel like this person looks at you as someone they could fall in love with or someone that they are falling in love with. But I need to know, like, are you actually just focused on me? Are there other people that you are interested in or flirting with? I think they want to have that conversation to understand if it is just the two of you, right? Hello, Erin. How are you doing? Hello, Nick. Do you want to like try that again and be like not immature? All right. We're just going to put you a little time out. You want to come back and act like you're 18 plus, then you're actually allowed in my live chat. If you're going to add comments into my live chat that make it pretty likely that you're like 12 years old, my videos are not for people that are under 18. We talk about mature elements here. So, Nick, you want to act like you're actually over 18, then maybe we can talk. Okay? All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I love you all. Again, congratulations to Marcus. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.